time for the Straight Up Wrestling Show.
What's up, everybody? It's HBT with Straight Up Wrestling Show, guys. I am live, man, but I can't even see myself on the screen. Sorry about that. What's up, everybody? It's HBT with Straight Up Wrestling Show, guys. Hey, I'm glad that you guys are able to hear me and everything, but I can't even see myself on my own screen. I am having some technical difficulties here. So, guys, I'm gonna have to start my browser over here in just a moment, so you guys can pretty much, so I can pretty much see myself. Let me check something real quick. Let me do a little something real quick. Yeah, this thing ain't working good for me. Yeah, I'm having these technical difficulties. Hopefully you are able to hear me. Can you hear me now? I'm not sure. Technical difficulties. Hopefully you are able to hear me. All right, guys, I'm just gonna have to roll with it like this, man. Unless only thing I can really do right now is start my computer back over. But I don't want to do that right now. So let's go ahead and let me go ahead and acknowledge everybody that's here. What's up, Raymond Underwood? Ray is in the house. Alma Clark is in the building. Happy birthday to our girl, Alma Clark. 100%. All right. Love Train's awesome. My man, Lucas is in the house. What's up, Lucas? All right. Richard Hood is in the building. What's going on, Richard? All right, Ray says, hello, Harry and the Straight Up Wrestling family. Ray says, are you ready? Alma says, what's up, Harry? How you doing this evening? Bootylicious Baddie, Trick Baby, Heidi in the house, baby. All right. Not much, Richard. But man, this is crazy. But yeah, I can't see anything, guys. Glad that you guys can hear me. But if you guys can't hear me, definitely let me know of anything. Because right now, I can't even see myself on the screen, guys. So I went ahead and turned it off. Instead of leaving, you jump back in there, and the two of you eliminated somebody else illegally. Ray says, how's everybody? Ray said, hello, Alma. Happy birthday, Alma. Because tonight, one of you is going to go one-on-one with Sheamus. Alma says, what's up, Raymond? I'm doing pretty good. Resting up some. Still got this cold. Can't shake off. Ray said, hope you feel better. Have you tried a hottie? Hottie toddy, I guess that's what he's talking about. Lucas said, no link, please. It's school night. Christine, hey, hello, y'all. Just popping in. Hello to everyone. What's going on, Christine? Agent Knight Fire says, greetings, Harry, and happy birthday to Alma. Most definitely. Christine says, happy birthday, Alma. All right, but man, says, all right, I hear you. Looks like you need to turn on your windshield wipers. Hey, we've been rolling with windshield wipers all day long. Talking about some serious rain in here in the Carolinas is going down. It is going down all week long.
Nikki's right in the middle of things with Judgment Day. Nikki Bella against Roxanne Perez is next.
Out of 10 friends say you have to go to that wing place and that pizza shop and that noodle spot, which you have time for 0 out of 10 nights. Fortunately, DoorDash knows all your neighborhood hotspots, so you can always get the best of what's around. We wish you the best of luck with that.
All right, look like Mag done changed his name to Agent Night Fire. I do like it. I will say that. But hey, look like wrestling started off pretty good tonight. I did see the opening segment. Well, I've seen it from the start, but basically my TV was acting up. Pretty much internet is acting up. A lot of people are in tonight, so I guess a lot of people are online because like I said, here in the Carolinas, man, it is raining like crazy. That's all it is. And, you know, people are not going out. DoorDash drivers and everything tell me that that's all they've been doing. You know, they trying to get out there to take advantage of it because people don't want to come out. So it seems like I think the lines are clogged here with so many people being on the internet, especially the people that's on internet like AT&T, the ones that don't have the fiber or don't have the cable modem. So everybody is in this clogged up, you know, these clogged up spaces, and it's having interference and everything is going slow over here at my house. Because right now, like I said, I can't even get myself on the screen on my computer. So, all right, Christine says, Harry, I was rushed. Okay, let me get back up here and check this thing out. Make sure I get everything. Christine says, happy birthday to Alma. Yes. All right. Let's see. Alma says, Nikki wearing my high school colors. What? Harishi High. That's the name of it. Okay. Harishi High rules class of 1990. B90. Okay, cool. Christine, Saucy Girl, Harry, I was absolutely rushed with the outcome of South Carolina's game on Saturday. Yeah, it was crazy. It's crazy, but hey, I had a bad feeling about it. I had a bad feeling because, you know, they just couldn't put them away. I said if they scored that 2-point conversion, I just knew they would come back, and I had a feeling that Alabama would come back and win, even though I do have faith in my team. It's just I just saw a pattern. I saw something going on that I did not like. All right, Ray says rains quite a bit October through January in the Carolinas. Yes, sir. All right, Mag says it's Mag. Don't know who it says. After Night Fire, that's my work email address. I don't know why, but that's what came up though, Mag. I know it's you though. Let's see. All right, Alma says, okay, Hershey pronounced. Okay, cool. All right, but yeah, so tonight it started out pretty good as far as the opening segment. Hey, a pour for the course. When it comes to wrestling today, what we come to expect from any wrestling show, from AEW, WWE, even on the independent scene, they are doing that. They are starting their shows out with promos from a couple wrestlers, face-offs, and things like that. So we had that, and we had a really good match. We had a really good match between Penta and Rusev. Wow. So we had a pretty good match there, but we had to have the interference, and that right there that's WWE. That's wrestling today. The same old, you know, status quo. The attack, which we didn't need. And speaking of attacks, just like what we're seeing right here with these highlights that they're showing, attacks, and that's the sad thing about wrestling today. Attacks. Attacks is the storyline. Attacks. Man. Now, look, I just want to see something built outside of attacks. I just do. And if they can get that right, and give us great storylines without attacks all the time, man, we have something special. We're going to enjoy wrestling like we did back in the day. But until they can get that corrected, man, it's going to be what it is. It's going to be what it is. But I appreciate everybody coming in and rocking with the Straight Up Wrestling Show. Chris and I have not been on this week. Chris have been going through some things here, and you know, hey, trying to get everything worked out in his life. And man, I've been helping him out. So we've been going through some transitions. But hey, I'm back on tonight, and pretty much going to try to get on here for the rest of the week. But man, I appreciate everybody coming on, rocking with the Straight Up Wrestling Show. And I definitely think I will be here for Saturday night main event. I do have a wedding to go to earlier that day. My daughter's best friend, who from school, middle school and high school, is getting married, and so me and my wife is going. We're going to that wedding. So I think it'll be earlier in the day and later on in the evening. I will be checking out Saturday night's main event. So definitely tune in for that. I know Halloween Havoc was this weekend. Did not know it was this weekend. But, man, I tell you what, I was so caught up in the football. So, hey, I wouldn't have saw it anyway. I was so caught up in the football and really enjoying it, too, to be honest with you. Straight up. Straight Up Wrestling Show catching some other sports, guys. Richard Hood says, Harry, do you think the territories will ever come back? I wish they would, Richard. I wish they would, because if they did, then I believe there will be I believe wrestling would come back. I believe wrestling would bounce back big time if the territories came back, Richard. But in this current situation that we have, I don't think it's going to happen. And I do think there are some competent indie promoters out there that could actually do it, but they definitely have to have cooperation from the other indie promoters to put all that stuff together. Because like the Carolinas, I mean, here in the upstate, we got here in the upstate, we have like 6 probably. Anywhere from 4 to 6. You only need 1 for upper state Carolina, the Carolinas. And then in the lower state, you have a couple. You have like 3 in the lower state. Then you have a lot of them in North Carolina. Then you have a lot in Georgia. So you have to have 2 or 3 promoters get together and come to an agreement for that to happen. And I'm sure it's like that all over the country. I know it's like that with indie wrestling all over the country. So you have to have people come together and agree to do the best for the sport and put together the best athletes and say, okay, this is the region, this is your region, this is who's going to run the region. And the other best promoters have to come in with that promoter. You let that one promoter run it, be the boss, and the other ones come in and pretty much be their partner or whatever. But you got to let somebody be the boss, and they all have to agree on the best booker for each region. That's the only way it happened, Richard. That's the only way it happened. But, yeah, you have some people out there that know what they're doing, but it's very far in between. Alma said, I'm so mad Dallas lost the day before my birthday. Sorry to hear that, Alma. Definitely sorry. Sorry to hear that. I wish they would have won. That would have been a great birthday present for you. But, man. Alma, hate to say it, Alma. I really do. But Dallas is not going to be back to where they need to be until Jerry Jones is gone. Until Jerry Jones is moved out of the picture, they would never, ever get back to what they were before. Never. That's sad to say. I wish Jimmy Johnson had enough money and he owned the team. Could buy it from Jerry Jones. Jimmy, I don't think Jimmy will come back and coach or anything like that. He's up there in age. But Jimmy Johnson is the person who could pretty much get that team, get that squad back to where they need to be. He will be the guy. He definitely would be someone who could bring in the right coach. Somebody, he can see the big picture. I don't think Jerry Jones can see the big picture. He has no clue what he's doing. Harry, who do you think could run a wrestling promotion correctly that's out here right now in the wrestling industry? Now, as far as people that now there's a few that I know that's on the indie scene I think could run it proficiently, and run a great promotion. There's a few out here that I do know that could do that. But as far as anybody that's in the industry right now, somebody that can come in and pretty much somebody that's retired that can come in and that pretty much can run it and run it the way it's supposed to be. maybe Dutch Mantel. But Dutch has health issues, so I don't know if Dutch will have the energy to do it. But as far as putting the right people in the right place, Dutch Mantel will be able to do that. Let's see. I say Jim Cornette to a certain point. Jim Cornette could not let Only thing I can really say, Jim Cornette will put everything in the right place, and he will have great storylines and everything. I just think Jim Cornette will get in his own way. He really would. And it'll be a C-level promotion, but it'll be better than what we have today. I think Dutch Mantel could effectively run a B-level promotion. Something like maybe not a Mid-Atlantic Championship Wrestling, maybe not a Georgia Championship Wrestling, but a Florida Championship Wrestling level. And I even take that. Let's see, definitely a mid-soft Championship Wrestling level. Dutch Mantel could run that type of level. Let's see. Jim Cornette could probably run that too, that Tennessee style, close to Mid-Atlantic. David Crockett, but David is up there in age. Tony Schiavone. Out of everybody that I just named, Tony Schiavone. If Tony Schiavone, somebody gave him the money and say, okay, Tony, we're not going to come in here. We're not going to pull the rug off under you. We're not going to fire you or anything like that. Tony, here's the money. Here's the talent, Tony. Here is, you have everything in place. The management is in place. Tony, run this company like it needs to be run. Tony Schiavone could do it. Even though Tony Schiavone sounds like an idiot on AEW's broadcast, Tony Schiavone knows how to run his business. He knows how to run this company. The man was the promoter. He was not the lead promoter, but he produced Crockett Promotions. He produced Mid-Atlantic Championship Wrestling and early WCW, but it was mainly Mid-Atlantic Championship Wrestling, NWA, for 4 or 5 years. The first 4 or 5 years, well, I think like a couple years after he got to Mid-Atlantic, he started producing all the shows. Yeah, Jim Ross could run it. He has to have the people in place. He's another one with his health. His health is down, but yeah, if he's healthy or just put him with the right people, yeah, Jim Ross could do it. And Jim Ross could run so many different styles. Pretty much, I think he was in the Mid-Atlantic WCW for the most part, Georgia Championship Wrestling, that type area, and he was in. So he will be able to run that type of wrestling, that UWF, Mid-Atlantic WCW Georgia Championship Wrestling. He will be able to run that type of promotion, and it will be incredible. It'll be incredible. But Tony Schiavone, I believe, could do it probably better than anybody right now. He really could. Tom Pritchard could run it. Yes, Tom Pritchard could. He could run it. A lot of people out here in the industry, especially out here on the indies, talk about Tom Pritchard. A lot of people like Tom Pritchard. I like Tom Pritchard, but I will be a little skeptical on Tom a little bit myself of how he runs it and where he would take it. I think Tom would be like, Tom Pritchard would be on a level of a Robert Fuller, CWA type, CWA wrestling or something like that. So I don't think Tom Pritchard, I think he would be like in a mixture of, I think he will be more for the older stars, the middle to older stars. And I don't know if that'll be good for the business, but I do think that's the way he would go. You have to have even if you come back and run if you run it like that, Richard, if you come back and you run it like one of these regional territories, like the territory days, which will be outstanding, but you can't have the Vern Gagne mindset. And people like Tom Pritchard, Robert Fuller, and people like that, they have that Vern Gagne mindset. that's the way I think they will run it, and I don't think it'll be good. All right, let's see. Max says, do you think Shane McMahon can run it? I mean, a good wrestling company? And yeah, I think he could. Probably a C level, C plus level. He can run it better than what's happening now. Oh gosh, here's the attack. He can run it better than what's happening now, Mag, but I think he was around WWE too long. I really do. I really do. You have to have that old. You have to have that old Southern style wrestling, in my opinion. That old Southern style wrestling, that St. Louis, pretty much Portland style wrestling. You got to have that. You know, maybe old New Japan Pro Wrestling, not today's New Japan Pro Wrestling. That all Japan, New Japan Pro Wrestling. That style of wrestling. You got to be versed in that background and be willing to put that forward to run wrestling today to get it back to where it used to be. And you have to have an understanding of your crowd, understanding of the wrestling audience today. Because one thing I think people get the wrestling audience mixed up. I think they are wrong about what the wrestling crowd, about what the wrestling population, the wrestling family wants today. Because they've been watching this current stuff that we're watching now. They've been watching this so long that they don't really know what good wrestling is. But when they see it, they definitely know what it is, and they love it. They love it 100%. And all you got to do is look at the WCW station channel that they play, you know, that they run here on YouTube all the time, and how many people watch it, and how the fans go crazy when there's a 45-minute match or a 60-minute match that's really outstanding. They just go crazy. So the fans still want real wrestling. If you give them the old territory style of wrestling, that great wrestling, like back in the day, great storylines, they definitely will be receptive to it. But you're still gonna have those fans that still want the jumping over the top rope and doing all the other goofy, the acrobatics and things like that. Still gonna have that group of fans. Yeah, Dustin Rose definitely. Dustin, Eric Embry to a certain point. Yep. Let's see. I give the match 2 stars. Didn't like the interference. I give it 2 stars too. Thank you. I didn't care for the interference either.
It's a big night, and I believe in us. We're in the main event, and I really think that we can do this. But now that you see that you haven't been in the ring with Charlotte or Alexa, you know what, baby? What if we win? Now you're talking. That's the freaking liar.
One of the first things they need to get rid of is this type of stuff here. I mean. Wow.
It's just you. You don't give a damn about what I think about us? Man, come on, bro. Yo, remind you. I saved your ass twice last week in that battle royal. 2 times. As soon as I turn my back, help me.
All right, Mag said he can go with 2 stars as well. Richard says, Harry, would you call today's wrestling audience fans? Wow. Wow, Richard. Richard, that is a good question, bro. Brother, that's a good question. That is a good question, Richard. I can't Man, look, from my YouTube channel and things, and from what I see and the responses I get, I believe they are the real fans. I believe the fans are people our age, people, you know, me, you, Alma and Mag and Ray Underwood. I believe those fans from back in the day, they are the true wrestling fans. Just like rap music, hip hop music, the real true hip hop fans, the real true hip hop generation is my generation. You know, hey, this, you know, our generation, pretty much, and we are the ones who understand it, and we are the ones that listen to the real, you know, the real deal of it. We are the ones who pretty much respected the lyrical achievements of people like LL Cool J, Rakim, Big Daddy Kane, Kool Moe Dee, people like that, you know, hey, and really appreciated the advancement of hip hop. So, but the fans that's listening to it today, wow, they into it for the beat and what it was. So, but I mean, these fans are fans to a certain point. I think they're, well, you got to give it to them to a certain point. I mean, they're fanatics, but are they part of wrestling? Are they wrestling fans because they want to be a part of something? Or they're wrestling fans because of the art? Are they there for the art of professional wrestling? Are they there for just to be a part of something big? And I think it's the latter, what I was just talking about right there. I think it's the latter. I think most wrestling fans today, the fans that's out here today, are big into it. They are into it because of they have friends that's into it, and they just want to be part of something. And I see that a lot with the fans that come out to these indie shows. Because a lot of them, I just sit there and be like, you know, they're not true wrestling fans. You can sit there and you can look at them and tell how they approach it and how they watch at the shows, that they're not really true wrestling fans. They are on their phones. They're there to talk and socialize and things like that. They're not really true wrestling fans. But the fans that when we was growing up back in the day, Richard, I would say are the true wrestling fans. But we have been left out of the loop. A lot of wrestling fans have stopped watching it because they saw so much greatness back in the day. You saw the great Chief Wahoo McDaniel. You saw the great Mr. Wrestling 2. You saw the great Mr. Wrestling Tim Woods. You saw the great Tony Atlas. You saw Tommy Rich, even though it wasn't that long, you know, he wasn't great for a long time, but he was great for a good many years. We saw the great Buzz Sawyer. We saw the great Chief Wahoo McDaniel. We saw the great Nikita Koloff. We saw the great Ricky Steamboat. We saw the great number one Paul Jones. We saw the great Jack and Jerry Briscoe. We saw the great Anderson brothers. We saw the great Terry Funk, and I'm talking about Terry Funk before he became the hardcore Terry Funk, when he was just a great wrestler who won 2 world championships. We saw the great Harley Race. We saw the emergence of the Road Warriors, the greatness out of the Road Warriors. We saw the greatness of the Steiner brothers. We saw the greatness of Doom. We saw the greatness of Harlem Heat. Even though I think Harlem Heat did not have to go through the same kind of tag team competition that we saw Midnight Express go through, Doom, the Road Warriors, Rock and Roll Express, and everything like that. But they still had some pretty good competition. But we saw a lot of great wrestlers back in the day. We saw the great Dewey Robinson. We saw Roddy Piper before he went to the WWE. We saw him in Mid-Atlantic Championship Wrestling. We saw him in Georgia Championship Wrestling. Saw him out in Pacific Northwest. We saw Harley Race out there in St. Louis Central States, and we saw Jerry Lawler pretty much dominate out in Tennessee. We saw Junkyard Dog down in the Mid-South, down in Louisiana, Oklahoma, and places like that, just dominating. We saw Devon Eriks and everything that they did, Brian the Diaz. Stan the Man Hansen. We saw so many greats when we was coming up that now we watch what we see now, and we're like, wow, wait a minute now. And see, as much as you have people, there was a question out there. They was talking about wrestling, some young people, and I was talking about, and I think Dutch Mantell knows Dutch Mantell on his podcast with this little young guy, and Dutch Mantell talking about it's more mainstream than it's ever been. And Dutch Mantell just saying that because Dutch Mantell is getting paid on his podcast. I can understand that. But Dutch Mantell is out of his flipping mind. He's out of his mind, straight up. I mean, wrestling, the numbers, you could tell. I mean, WWE doesn't even make the numbers that Memphis made. Memphis, the territory, Memphis wrestling had more people watching on Saturday than WWE makes all week. Between SmackDown, Raw, and NXT, all three of those shows together do not have more people watching than Memphis had, than Jerry Lawler's Memphis territory had. That territory did 3 million every Saturday. 3 million every Saturday watch that show. In the Carolinas, you had 2.2, 2.4 million watching every Saturday. And if you combine worldwide wrestling with Mid-Atlantic Championship Wrestling, which is all Jim Crockett, you had combine those two, there was over 4 million watching. So there was more people watching on Saturday morning and Saturday night just watching a territory, Mid-Atlantic Championship Wrestling. In the Carolinas and Virginia, more people was watching that than was watching WWE right now. So to say that it's mainstream, Dutch Mantell was spewing garbage out of his mouth. All right, so guys, we have LA Knight versus Bron Breakker, guys. We got to check this thing out straight up. This should be a good match. Should be a good matchup. Man, and Bron Breakker, I remember Bron Breakker, I think on the second match, his second match in NXT, pretty much was his second match in NXT was against LA Knight, and he defeated LA Knight. Power slam. Couldn't believe it, man. Second match in NXT. Power slam, LA Knight through the match, took him out. Bron looks like a star, guys. LA Knight is a star. Got to give him credit. This guy has worked so hard to get where he's at. And they just won't give him his due. They won't give him his due. I'd rather see him with the title instead of seeing Jason Ederman with the belt or CM Punk, straight up. All right, Christine says Kirk for Toronto just hit a 3-run blast to put the Blue Jays ahead 3-2 in the fourth. Oh, come on, Dodgers. That's my team. My boys. Come on, Dodgers. There are some people, my best friend is going with the Blue Jays, but I got to roll with the Dodgers. They was my favorite team when I was growing up outside of the Braves, okay? But, when the Braves, when we had Phil Necro and Dale Murphy and all those, when I was little watching them, they just was not that good. So the Dodgers and Steve Garvey and the Dodgers was my favorite team. So I still love my Dodgers. I really do. Okay, LA Knight. LA Knight trying to channel his Ricky Steamboat, guys. Goodness. Bron's so strong, it's ridiculous, guys. Okay, nice lariat right there from Bron Breakker.
a rookie in here. I've never faced anything like this.
Okay, LA Knight. Okay, nice. That's pretty decent. That's pretty good, LA. I appreciate everybody coming in, checking out Straight Up Wrestling Show. If you hear, guys, you hear live, man, checking me out, definitely go ahead and hit that like, share, join. If you're on Facebook, you're on YouTube, hit that like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, ding, ding, ding. So you know we're on like times like these. Do the same thing over on Twitch that you do here on YouTube. And if you're over on X, guys, checking out Straight Up Wrestling Show, hit that like, share, tweet, and retweet. And follow the Straight Up Wrestling Show. Appreciate it 100%.
It's like you're winning a 100-meter dash against time itself. Get grocery today at DoorDash Speed.
All right. Man, I hate it. I hate it, but hey, it is what it is. Got the basketball season revving up. And tomorrow night, maybe I'll do a little NXT. I'm going to see what I can do. That's something I haven't did in a while, man. I haven't watched NXT in a while. So definitely need to check that out. But hey, I'm trying to catch back up on Raw and SmackDown because for a couple of weeks, we definitely have not been there. But I definitely will be catching SmackDown this Friday. I will be doing Wednesday night. I'm trying every Wednesday night to get AEW, but sometimes that just doesn't happen. So I'm going to try to pretty much stay in tune with AEW, see what's going on with that. The ratings don't look good. You know, hey, I think the 400,000s, you know, which they did 477 last Wednesday. I think that's pretty much going to be their norm, guys. Anywhere from 450, from 450 to 500,000. Between that number is going to be pretty much their norm here from here on out for a while until they drop down to the you know, pretty much the low 400s. I hate to say it, but it is what it is, and I do think that will happen. I do think the numbers will continue to fall for WWE shows too, but it'll be a while. But they will continue to fall for the WWE if they don't get this thing straightened out. You cannot continue to feed the wrestling fans the same thing over and over and over again. And you have got to establish people. You got to establish stars. And guys, I really can't kick it with Jason Yederman. Let me stop there. Jey Uso being he can call himself main event all he wants. He's not a main event star. With his brother as the tag team, they definitely are. They definitely are. But they can't even be big time stars if you do not build up a tag team division around them to make them stars. So same thing with CM Punk. CM Punk, man, to make CM Punk work as a world champion, as a big time star, you have got to build the competition around him. You have got to build up superstars around him. It takes superstars to build superstars. I mean, it takes stars to build up. It takes a star to build a superstar. Just put it that way. Yes, it is too early for basketball, Christine, but yeah, they playing right now. All right, Christine says they were playing the Blue Jays. I'll be rooting for them. Okay. Goodness sake. Wow. Washington and the Papooses are tied at 7 just before the half. Okay. Man, Braun just, like I said, Braun is just so strong. goodness sake. Nice shoulder block. My thing is this with Bron Breakker. I don't hate to choreograph his matches, but to me, they need to be choreographed. His matches need to be choreographed because it's all power moves. With his ring psychology, the way he manages himself in the ring is all power moves, pretty much. But yeah, he could be something special. Now, LA Knight, to me, LA Knight, he just has something about himself. LA Knight is not going to be. You're not going to get no more than what you're getting from LA Knight. You're just not. But he definitely can do something very, he definitely can be very special. All right. Man says, whatever, Christine Salty girl. And then crack it up. Yeah, my TV is, oh gosh, everything getting messed up. Nice bouncing clothesline from LA Knight. Nice. Okay, LA Knight, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Christine's cracking up. And Meg. Mm-hmm. Oh, man. Okay. Okay, nice upper knee lift to the chest from Bron Breakker. Okay. Like Bron was going, oh gosh. Okay, LA Knight, man, pretty much shoestringed him, knocked him, took him down. But like Bron was going to try to go for that Frankenstein. And that's another thing, too. If you want to really build Bron Breakker up, and you don't have no storylines or anything like that to build him up, you don't have any way to build that character besides him being a powerhouse or whatever, the way they have him, the way they're displaying him out there, you need to change his name. You need to give him the Steiner name. Because the Bron Breakker character is just Bron Breakker, guys. That's all it is to it. There's nothing special. There's nothing added to that. The real build-up of Bron Breakker was in the NXT, and he looked special. He looked, they was doing something with him. They was building that up. But in the WWE, and as far as on the main roster, they dropped the ball. I'm just shaking my head. Mag says, me, Mag. It's me. It's Mag. Me, Mag, Christine. Not sure why it's showing my work email address. Yep. All right, Christine, Saucy Girl, why does that say 6911 on my name? I don't know, Christine. I don't know. And Mag's name is kind of showing something crazy too. I don't know. Oh my gosh. And see, that's another thing too about Bron Breakker. He always that same move, always running into the turnbuckle. And if you notice, anytime that they have Jade Cargill wrestle, that's something that slows her down too. You can't depend on her power. The power gets slowed down because they're always running into the ring post. All right, Christine says, oh, Matt, that's crazy. I wonder if YouTube changed their format, which caused our stuff to change. It could, Christine. I don't know. Something is weird there. I wonder if I have something, my thing have something to do with it. Like I said, it's just my stuff is not working right. I doubt it, though. Let me see if I can refresh or something like that. Maybe that'll do it. I don't know. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it because I have to get off air for a while, and it'll take a little while for me to get back home. So
It's okay.
shit.
Today is
Big-
still on the podcast.
Yes, Chaz. Goodness sake. All right, guys, I'll give us 3 stars. Goodness sake. Wow. Man, way to knock LA Knight down. Way to knock him down some more. You know, pretty much knock him down another notch by having him lose here. That was a nice spear, but still. Oh. All right, give me just a second here, guys. I need to share this thing. That is crazy.
I would just tell them that it's pretty crazy that they would do something like that in attacking Pence and Rusev. I thought that
I'm with you on that, Mag. Maybe YouTube wants people to be more accountable. And I do not like that neck tattoo that under the chin that Dom has under his chin. Wow. Mag says good match, but sorry, LA Knight had to lose. 2.5, 3 stars. Yeah, definitely 3 stars, Mag. Alma says 3 stars for me too. Boo. B90. Wow. Yeah, Alma Clark has on her name too 6142. I don't know what in the world they're doing. I really don't. Yeah, Raymond Underwood has dash H6F. So something's different here. I just don't know. Oh my gosh. Mm-hmm.
CM Punk. If I could really rap loose, I ain't got a lot of real estate for no one left.
I don't know. I think the less these guys talk, the better off they are. I think that's what made wrestling so great back in the day. Was waiting for these guys to have their little interview segment and talk about where they was going to be to meet certain so-and-so, certain wrestler. I think that's what we look forward to, the backstage segments that these guys had, instead of the big long promos or the backroom segments where these wrestlers just talk all the time. So I just don't know. I just don't know. It's too much of a TV show, guys. Oh, man. Give me just a minute, guys. Filling up my cat dish with water. Man. But yeah, I think it's just too much. We just have a television show, and it's been like this for a while. It's not like this is something new. It's been like this for a while. But to get wrestling back to where it needs to be, I do think we need to go back to the basics. It definitely needs to go back to the basics to get back to where it needs to be. Because it's like anything. If you forget to run it, how to run certain things, any kind of business or whatever, when you forget the essence of it, you lose it. And it's hard to get it back. Christine Saucy Girl, I have no clue. They definitely need to be doing something with LA Knight. It's sad. It really is. It really is. I don't know what. I don't know why Triple H. I just don't understand it. I just do not understand why LA Knight, why he can't get it that Triple H just can't get it. He just do not know how to put LA Knight in the right position or keep him in that right position. He has done it a couple times, but he does not know how to be consistent. He does not know how to be consistent with putting LA Knight in a position to succeed, or putting any of his wrestlers in a position to succeed. Now, as far as somebody like Cody Rhodes, I do think he realized who Cody is, and he was able to put Cody in a certain position. But I think Cody had something to do with that too. I definitely think Cody manages his own career when it comes to WWE. Cody has something to say. His word is valuable, and that right there helps him a lot. It's kind of like Ric Flair, Nature Boy Ric Flair. Even when he wasn't the booker, or he wasn't a promoter, because you had Jim Crockett, the promoter, and you had Dusty Rhodes as the booker, and Dusty Rhodes would put himself in certain positions to get over. He definitely didn't have the say over Ric Flair. Had the say over a lot of people, but Ric Flair, he didn't have the say over Ric Flair. So Ric Flair was able to manage, come from that standpoint and manage his career. And I think Cody definitely has that. Sammy, what's up, my man? Sammy said Knight didn't have a chance 2-on-1. No, he didn't. Sammy says, can't wait till the Shield comes back. Sammy, I don't know if that's ever going to happen, brother. I don't know. I mean, I couldn't tell you. It'll be great if that does happen, but I don't know if it ever will, brother. I really don't. I mean, I don't know. It's not many things I trust when it comes to the wrestling profession, to the wrestling profession today. I just think somebody forgot how to run the wrestling business, and it just trickled down. It trickled down. Everybody just started following, man. Just following what everybody started following what the WWE was, what they was doing. And then you had, what did you have? You have TNA come in, and they was pretty much following the WWE. You had AEW come in following the WWE. And then you look at all the territories, man. And I mean, as far as not territories, but you look at all the indies. You go to an indie show, you swear you had a WWE or AEW show. And I'm talking about the way they run it. The way they run it. They copy it. They play it, it's copycat. And then when you have a territory, not a territory, but you have an indie get popular, you have other indies follow that indie. Just a bunch of copycats. It's sad. Oh, Kevin Sullivan was a good booker, Richard, no doubt. Yeah, Kevin Sullivan was a good booker. I wish he was alive, and I wish he was well. Because Kevin Sullivan definitely knew what he was doing. Ole Anderson was a great booker too. Great booker. For some reason, I mean, my partner Christopher Burton, he puts him down because Ole said that Undertaker would never make a dime in this business. Hey, things like that happen, man. That people people make mistakes all the time. But that doesn't take away the things that Ole Anderson did. Ole Anderson, man, he was a great booker when he booked Georgia Championship Wrestling and Mid-Atlantic at the same time. And I have to say they was the two hottest territories during the time he booked both of them. They was the two hottest territories in the country. So got to give him credit for that. I mean, he was the architect. He was the one who pretty much put the Road Warriors together. If it wasn't for him, there wouldn't have been any Road Warriors. And you can pretty much say the Road Warriors was way more successful. You can say they was more successful than Undertaker. I know a lot of people that's WWE, WWF loyalists will say no. The people that just watch WWF, but the people that really know wrestling and know how long the Road Warriors had their run know that the Road Warriors was more successful than Undertaker's career. Yeah, Harley Race was a booker too. Yeah, Christine, all the outside interference is ridiculous and needs to stop. The matches aren't even enjoyable to watch anymore, in my opinion. That's true. That's true. Yeah, Harley Race used to book. He used to book Central States. He used to book his own. He used to book Missouri. He was a good booker. Man. Richard said Ernie Ladd was the first black booker. Yes, he was. Yes, he was. As far as I hear these major territories, yes. And he was very good booker too. Very good one. Sheamus. Finn Balor, man, he pulled JD Madonna off the ring apron. And I guarantee you, okay, double clothesline from Sheamus on Finn Balor and JD Madonna. Sheamus out here slapping fives, guys. But I mean, it was really sad. Was really sad. Somebody like Sheamus. Man, Sheamus should be a huge star. Drew McIntyre, huge star. Randy, goodness sake, Randy Orton, huge star. You got a lot of star power, man. Man, Cody Rhodes, huge star. Somebody who could pretty much make that transition into the general public. Gunther, huge star. But Gunther, it was stolen away from him. Had Gunther tap out to the Yeet Man in 8 seconds, guys. Crazy. And the fans didn't let him forget that. And Gunther done disappeared. They're going to try to bring him back and reinvent him. But Triple H messed that up. Richard said, Harry, what was your views on Bill Watts? I really like Bill Watts a lot. Bill Watts is a great booker, a great promoter. Bill Watts, he just made one mistake that's following him the rest of his life. And that's when he came to WCW and everything was going great for a couple months when he first came to WCW. And I wish he would have stayed. I wish they would have kept him even after he had them not come off the top rope. I'll never forget when he came out there and said, okay, wrestling is going to be like what wrestling supposed to be, and wrestling is going to be done on the mat. Anybody go to the top rope is automatic disqualification. I thought Bill Watts was joking. I didn't take him serious, Richard. I really didn't. I thought he was joking. Then I saw them professional wrestlers. I saw them wrestlers coming off the second rope. They wouldn't get on the top rope. People like Ricky Steamboat, who needed to go to the top rope. Ricky Steamboat, his finisher was from the top rope. He would do it from the second rope, and it didn't look as good. I'm like, what is this dude doing? And the fans turned on him, man. They turned on him. And people stopped watching there for a while. Next thing you know, we got somebody in new running WCW. And, man, I'm just like, wow. And everybody's all on Bill Watts for that. It's like they can't forget it, man. It's like you make one mistake. People don't forget it, especially wrestling fans. They don't forget it. But Bill Watts, man, Bill Watts did a lot of great things. I mean, he has some people out here, he has a reputation. Some people out here try to say he might be a little racist or whatever. I don't know about all that, but I know Richard, if it wasn't for Bill Watts, there wouldn't be no Junkyard Dog. Junkyard Dog wouldn't be as big as he is. Ernie Ladd wouldn't have never been a booker, which, you know, he made some great moves. Ernie Ladd as the booker, Junkyard Dog, and what he was able to do with Ron Simmons. He made sure Ron Simmons became the first black recognized world heavyweight champion. So, I mean, I got to give Bill Watts all the credit in the world. All right, Mag says, I agree, Christine, on the LA Knight and the interference comments. Yes, no doubt. No doubt. She's right on the money on that. She's right on the money on that, Mag. Boom. Nice.
J.D. McDonough's body at this point, our punishment is absorbed. Still pulling off high-risk aerial offense like that.
Even the punishment of putting forth the offense he has shown tonight. Not just what he's taken, not just what he's absorbed, but what he has been doing in attacking Sheamus has taken something out of him as well. The welts on the body of
Okay. JD kicked Sheamus in the face. Now he pretty much kicking him in the chest. Who do you think he is? Do you think he's Orange Cassidy or something? Man, I don't think that's good. Very disrespectful. Very disrespectful. Slapping Sheamus. Oh, wow. Wow. Christine says, thank you, Mag. Oh, wow. Nice lariat right. Oh, two lariats in a row. That second lariat, he really pulled back. What a backbreaker. Wow. Man, Sheamus letting loose on JD. All right. Appreciate that, Mag. I also agree with you, Harry, about your opinions about Sheamus and Drew. Oh, yes. Should be huge stars. Should be huge stars. All right. Roll up from JD Madonna. You ain't going to roll that big man up and keep him down. If you do, you got, I tell you what, that's just a split second of luck. Oh, wow.
Puts him right on that apron, and now he's got him where he wants him. Go ahead and count along, Anaheim.
Got himself a front row seat for that one, and there was nothing he can do to save his protege, JD McDonough.
Boom, tried to get a bro kick, but he got a knee to the chest instead.
All of his pace and reflexes there, just about catching Sheamus in the nick of time.
JD was ready. Roll up from JD.
Rod ragged in this one. Shadows of the two men who walked down the aisle, unsurprisingly so. Oh my God.
Oh, snap. Oh, snap. It looked like he was about to throw JD Madonna outside the ring. God. Finn Balor, I knew it. I knew it. I knew it.
Eyeballs big, and says that's how you want to do this? Really?
All right, I'll fight you, Finn.
Out on the floor, Finn and Sheamus. That's the shillelagh in his hand now.
Major equalizer. The shillelagh.
Oh, snap. Oh, wow. Wow.
Too quick for Balor there. Catching Balor unawares.
Oh, is he in a power bomb?
Goodness sake. Wow. Goodness sake. Oh, my gosh. Man, Sheamus is just dominating these guys, man.
JD McDonough ate all of that against our security barrier, which did not move at all. Guarantee that JD McDonough's ribs.
Right now, I'm at a 2.6, guys. Okay. Sheamus with the shillelagh. Oh, gosh. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my. Wow, guys. I got it up to like a 2.7. I'm going to 2.5 stars on this match. Oh, my gosh. It could have got to 3 stars. It was on the cusp of 3 stars, but I got to go 2.5 on that. And goodness sake. Yeah, 2.5 stars for JD Madonna. No doubt about that, man. God almighty. Wow. Sheamus deserved that victory. He really did. But we knew that with Finn Balor out in the crowd, outside, that he was going to interfere in this match. But the referee didn't see it, and JD Madonna got the win. Goodness sake.
Astoundingly, Maxine Dupree completely dominating an out-of-sorts Lynch. Maxine was closing in on victory. Becky Lynch trying everything she could manage to cling onto that championship. Becky Lynch looked like a beaten woman. But then Becky Lynch snapped on herself, disqualified with that shot from the title, and then launched a vicious beatdown of Maxine. This is what the top level is all about.
That ain't what the top level is all about. Wade Barrett attacking somebody with the belt and beating them down after you got him with the belt. I mean, you have to make that stuff look good. Everything has to have a meaning. Everything has to have a meaning in wrestling. Everything. Why people got attacked? You can't just random attacking somebody or just random picking up a belt and knocking somebody over the head or knocking somebody over the head with a foreign object, any kind of foreign object, pretty much to slow them down or beat them. Everything has to make sense. If it makes sense, it's good, no matter what. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Christine Saucy Girl said it's ridiculous. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I mean, every single thing, if you go back into the history of wrestling, if you go back in the 70s and the 80s, every single time that I saw somebody get attacked, somebody getting knocked over the head with a foreign object, or even the cheaters, if somebody cheated to win, there was always a reason behind it. I always knew of the reason behind it. Whatever it was, why they did that. But now it's like things happen, nonsense happen just for nonsense. Things just don't make sense, and it drives me crazy. I agree, Christine. Wade Barrett is a moron, no doubt. And Alexa and Charlotte, they look good with those titles. They really do. I love the titles, and I love their friendship as far as in this tag team. But man, come on. There's enough competition there. There's enough females to make this tag team, these tag team championships interesting. And I'm not just talking about this one tag team, the Kabuki Warriors. That's really good, but you come up with about 3 to 4 tag teams and rotate them, and then have a couple teams come together every now and then and really make a tag team division to make their run and make these girls have a legendary run as the tag team champs. I want to see legendary runs. And you have somebody like a Sami Zayn who really don't even need a title. You could do something outstanding with him. Just like Jim Crockett Promotions, what they did with the Boogie Woogie Man, Jimmy Valiant. You could do that with Sami Zayn. It would be outstanding. You can have another Dusty Rhodes. You can have somebody who could be another Dusty Rhodes and just dominating people that really don't need a world championship or a major championship. That's winning a championship every now and then. But you definitely can pretty much take somebody like Sheamus and make him the next Dusty Rhodes. You can do that with certain people. You really could. You can the Cody Rhodes thing. Cody Rhodes, you can pretty much look at the blueprint that they set for Flair and put Cody Rhodes on that type of blueprint. All this stuff could be done. It really could. But you got to, in wrestling, you have to have those over-the-top personalities. You have to have people that could take it to the next level as far as their personality, the way they talk on the microphone, with the confidence they have. You need those type of people to pretty much take your company to the next level or take wrestling to where it needs to be. But right now, they just don't have it. And is it the wrestler's fault? I do not think it's the wrestler's fault. I think it has a lot to do with people like Triple H and other people that's pretty much running it. Because these wrestlers, I just think they're lost. I really do. I hate to say that. I think they're lost. Because every wrestler that came in today, they wanted to be the next Stone Cold Steve Austin. They wanted to be the next Rock. They wanted to be the next John Cena. These are the type of people they wanted to be. and even CM Punk. A lot of wrestlers are trying to follow in those footsteps, and pretty much trying to go down the same route that these guys. If not, why would you be a wrestler? If you didn't come in to the business hoping to achieve what at least these guys achieved. It's crazy. It really is. But yeah, I definitely am trying, and I know a lot of other wrestling fans out here that's watched wrestling for a long time, because you still have some of them that still watch. You really do. And I guarantee you they out here trying to make things happen, make the nonsense seem like it's normal. And that shouldn't be on us wrestling fans to try to normalize this thing.
Sellout here in Anaheim as Monday Night Raw live on Netflix, presented by DoorDash. We're closing in on Saturday night's main event. Will be in Salt Lake City. Tickets are still available, but wait, let's show everybody what this mega card looks like.
Well, we have a vacated World Heavyweight Championship.
All right, Saturday night main event, we have CM Punk versus Jey Uso.
Very soon this Saturday, as main event, Jey Uso takes on CM Punk, the winner to be crowned World Heavyweight Champion at Saturday night's main event.
So Punk earlier tonight turned to Casey. How far are you willing to go?
Triple threat match, Penta versus Dominic Mysterio versus Rusev. Okay.
Hammer to his hand, please. 30 dollars will every trick. Now Penta and Rusev join in for a triple threat wave.
And Jade Cargill launched a heinous assault on the WWE Women's Champ Tiffany Stratton on SmackDown this past week. They're going to go head-to-head for the gold.
All right, Jay versus Tiffany Stratton versus Jade Cargill. Look like a good match here. All right, Cody
They've been brawling for weeks. Now they fight.
versus Drew.
WWE Championship on Saturday night's main event in just 5 days.
It's only 4 matches.
But make no mistake about it, 2026 is going to be my last year. I mean, like, as of right now, we are the tag team champions of the world. Damn right, you are. So, one of the worthy opponents that you have for us, bring them up, man. We'll keep this ball rolling. We want to face him soon. I love the way that sounds. I got to think about this.
Too busy back here to see Hand and Sheamus. Judging they need their business handled. We think that we don't hide from anybody.
So now that we're done jumping through hoops for you, Adam, we would like our tag team rematch. You both have a lot of nerve.
You don't think I just saw you cheat to beat Sheamus?
Are you serious right now? Not a bad idea. I did say deserving opponents, but you guys are not. Oh, but let's keep it hot. What do you think, Dragon?
Hot. Hey, me encanta. And if you want to keep this hot,
I just don't understand it, man. I just don't.
the heat, the fire. And next week, they show them that together, we are unstoppable.
Let me understand this. You guys want a rematch with them next week?
That's true, Mag. That's true. The crazy thing about Saturday's matches, we already know who's going to win. So predictable. Yes, sir.
See you next week, boys.
That right there was okay. It was mid. I hate to say it, but that little backroom segment, that face off, it was mid. It was okay. It wasn't bad. It wasn't either thumbs down nor thumbs up. It was okay. That's all I can really say. As far as that, the way that went down. Man.
It is time for our World Championship main event. Here we go.
All right, this is the main event. That's my girl, Lyra. Woo! Love Lyra. Lyra and Bailey.
WWE Women's Tag Team Championship match. Charlotte Flair and Alexa.
Yeah, that's true, man. Belts usually change hands during a pay-per-view. Not all, but most of the time. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Life's not a race, but you're busy, and every second counts. So every morning breakfast, weeknight dinner,
Man.
healthy snack you can try without going to the store.
All right, hopefully we get a good tag team match here. Raw has been okay, guys. You know, that's all I can really say. It's been okay. They still haven't given us anything spectacular. And I know one thing. Netflix is not happy with the WWE. They're really not. They're not happy with Triple H. And these guys, they won't change us. They won't change us. So we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. They definitely won't change us by the beginning of the year. But who knows? Who knows how everything is going to turn out?
Back in the day, you bet sinners just to get boys. Now I take them to make three.
Greatest NBA stars, everybody does everything.
Ant-Man, SGA, Luka, dudes playing 1 through 5.
Big dishing out like family dinner.
Got me smashing triple doubles.
All right. Whew.
New customers bet $5.
All right. History. Stan Hansen defeated Lex Luger to become the United States heavyweight champion 34 years ago today at WCW Halloween Havoc. October 27th, 1990. Yep, I remember that. Somebody said that was a nasty lariat that night. Luger took it like a man. Yes, he did. But I tell you, man, Stan Hansen, that was a true warrior right there. That was a true warrior, straight up. Christine Saucy Girls, no. What time is Saturday Night Main Event anyway? That's doing college football. So I remember back in the day when they never would talk about football. They never would talk about football hurting wrestling back in the day. They just didn't. They just didn't. Wrestling was so good, you did not have to worry about wrestling pulling away wrestling fans to watch football. It just didn't happen. If you was a wrestling fan back in the day, nothing stopped you from watching wrestling. It didn't. If wrestling was on, it doesn't matter if other sports was on that you like, you was watching wrestling. That's all it is to it.
I want to give a special thank you to Black Sabbath and WWE Hall of Famer Ozzy Osbourne.
But now if you're a wrestling fan, if there's something else that you could be doing, a lot of times wrestling fans just decide, hey, I'm not going to do it. I'm definitely not going to do it. I'm not going to watch. And they'll go and watch something else and maybe go back and watch highlights. And I know we didn't have that available to us back in the day, but we do now. We definitely do now. So, but that's the way wrestling fans have this, what wrestling fans have decided to do. But yes, we do have that now. I remember wrestling was so popular back in the day. We was all wanting, as far as wrestling fans, we was always wanting just a regular wrestling channel where it showed all the territories where wrestling just went on for 24/7, 24/7 throughout the day, or a wrestling channel that basically focused on all the territories or most of the territories where we can see a lot of wrestling. And I tell you what, if they would have did it back in the day, it would have been worth it. Because they say now we have all this wrestling and things like that. And wrestling fans are bored. They don't like it. But, hey, back in the day, the territories was just outstanding. I couldn't get enough of it when we did get it on a lot of different cable channels. That's true, Christine. At this point, it's kind of a who cares. That's true. And one thing I think they pretty much was depending on They depended on the fans. I think they got to the point where they got lazy and they depended on the fans to keep wrestling going, to keep wrestling in the spotlight. You cannot depend on your fans to do something that you're supposed to be doing. And one of the ways that they was trying to get the fans to say, hey, look how much money we're making. Look how much money we're making. Look at all these sellouts that we're having. You don't hear that now. Because most of these arenas, they're not selling out. But look how much money we're making. Look how much, look at how much merchandise we're selling. And look, we're giving you this and we're giving you that. And we're going to a new network. We're doing this and we're doing that. You need to be happy. You need to pretty much be excited to be a part of this. And you just need to take it, all this money that we're charging at these arenas for anything that we decide to do. And I really do think they got so arrogant, and especially with today's fan, that they just whatever we're spitting, you guys need to buy it. Whatever we're selling, you guys need to buy it. Hey, drink the Kool-Aid. And then when WWE started getting backlash, hey, Triple H want to come out and say, you guys ain't real fans. The real fans is in the arenas yeeting. Hey, back to this matchup. Lyra Valkyria and Bayley about to take on Charlotte and Alexa Bliss. And goodness sake, like I said, I like Bayley and I love Lyra Valkyria. I don't know. I love Alexis. I love Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss. Love her. Let's see. Charlotte, she's okay too. I don't know who I'm going for here. I'm gonna go with Becky and Lyra. I don't think they're gonna win, but this is who I would love for those two to win. Don't think it's gonna happen, but we'll see. All right. Okay, they say this thing sold out. Don't sound like it sold out. They're not really rocking the crowd, guys.
Championships between them. And you just know if they can click, as they have done over the past couple of months, they may well be unstoppable. Sit there and say, 14-time world champion, 5-time world champion.
Oh, nice. Nice, Alexa. Nice drop kick. All I can really say is this match starting off good. I like it. Everything's working pretty smooth.
Seems to be true over the past couple of weeks for Lyra and Bayley, but this is really the acid test for this newer duo. See if they can match the level of Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. You know, the taste for gold and are not ready to give it up.
Bayley always pushing ahead when it came to teaming up and getting opportunities like this. Saw what she did on social media to get this tag team challenge and was quickly accepted by Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss.
Fighting champions, anyone who wants an opportunity will grant them to you. The Ricky Warriors are upset, of course, that Lyra Valkyria and Bayley jumped the line, in their words.
Okay. I don't know about all this, Lyra. You know, she pretty much doing a little celebration type thing in the ring. I'm not used to Lyra doing a lot of that. Playing to the crowd. Lyra just usually just go in and take care of business. Nice back elbow from Lyra. Took a kick to the side of the face, up on the forehead from Charlotte. Charlotte with a nice chop. That Nature Boy Ric Flair chop. Took Lyra down. Okay. All right, nice boot. Man, hey, Charlotte putting them boots to work. Try to roll Lyra up. Lyra with a roundhouse to the midsection. Boom. Kick to the chest. And wow, nice insecurity. Lyra took it down. Lyra put in work in that series, guys. Okay, Lyra coming through the ropes with straight, nice drop kick through the ropes. That was nice. All right. So right now, like Lyra and Bayley got it going on with the takeoff. You know, hey, you had Alexa Bliss pretty much look really good. Charlotte Flair looked really good early in the match. But hey, everything's going good. But hey, if you're on here checking out Straight Up Wrestling Show, whatever platform you're on, definitely hit that like, share. Join, let people know about the Straight Up Wrestling Show. I'm HBT, your host. My man Christopher Burton is not here tonight, but hey, it's all good. And we are pretty much rocking this Monday Night Raw out, guys. Definitely rocking this Monday Night Raw out. Battlefield 6. Pre-order. Okay. I don't know if I can play all these games, man. If I got a PlayStation 4, which Chris has one, PlayStation 5, you know, I haven't played those games in a long time. You know, if I got it, I don't even know if I play it. A friend of mine bought a PlayStation 5. He bought it about 2 months ago, 2.5 months ago. It's just sitting there. He haven't played one game on that thing. I probably do the same thing, man, and just have it sitting over in the corner not doing anything. I don't know. I do love playing, you know, I used to love playing Madden and playing the college football. I used to love playing that, playing against people. Used to love doing that, going online and doing that. But I haven't played it in a while, and I don't know if I ever would, to tell you the truth. I think my gaming days are over. Just take a lot of time. It really does. I know Chris still plays. He plays a good bit. But I may do it. I may do it. I just might do it. Especially for the wrestling, the wrestling thing on there. Excuse me. To be able to pretty much design and come up with my own little come up with my own territory or region, run it that way. I may even come up with something fantasy anyway. I just need to sit down and have the time to do it. Come up with some fantasy things, have some fantasy stories, pretty much do a fantasy wrestling league or whatever, fantasy wrestling territory. I may do that. I would love to do that. Oh, wow. Lyra, don't do that to my girl Alexis. Love you, Lyra, but please don't do that to Alexis.
She turns it into a potential in there as Alexa is able to get free, but right now in a compromised position in that corner against the challengers trying to.
Oh, nice elbow to the jaw from Alexa Bliss to Lyra Valkyrie. Lyra pretty much doing one of those old Anderson moves, cut her off. Wow.
From Bayley and Valkyria.
Late kick out there from Alexa Bliss, and you get a sense that Bayley and Lyra Valkyria are inching closer to the goal.
Tag team championship match. As Bayley desperately wanted, puts forth the challenge on social media and gets it right.
Okay.
On the center, would you look at Alexa Bliss, but instead.
Oh, nice double DDT from Alexa Bliss on Lyra and Bayley. She DDT both of them. Says Maxine Dupree earns future. What the heck? Dominic Mysterio will defend IC title at Saturday Night Main Event in a triple threat match. Okay. Charlotte off the top rope with a flying body press. Oh, gosh. Charlotte is laying in those chops. Okay, nice clothesline, Charlotte. Nice athleticism. Goodness. Nice. This is looking good. I'm having a little trouble with my score right now. 21.5 or either 2 stars. It's looking real good. This thing has been really good. I can't complain in this match. Goodness sake. No way, Charlotte. No way. She wasn't going to pin Lyra like that. You know what? She pretty much flew off the top rope, man, with that back moonsault, that somersault, man, coming off the top rope. Usually, like I say, a lot of times she has won a lot of matches with that. But, yeah, you're not going to pin both of them. You're not going to do that on 2 women and pin one of them. Not the caliber of wrestlers that Bayley and Lyra is. Okay, nice back spinning moonsault, back spinning kick, back wheel kick from Lyra Valkyrie into the chest of Charlotte Flair. All right, she's trying to get Lyra over there. She's calling for Lyra to come over there and make the tag Bayley. See if she can get over there and Bayley take advantage of it. Okay, here comes Bayley. Oh, nice knee lift from Bayley. Oh, nice, Bayley. Oh, no, you missed that. Oh, nice elbow to the back. The top, man, between the shoulder blades and the back from Bayley. Oh, knee. Charlotte saved herself with that knee right on the chin. Boom! Belly to belly from Bayley. Oh, she trying to get a leg wrap. That didn't happen. That didn't happen at all. Good job, Bayley. Good job, Charlotte. I like both of these. I like both teams that's here. I really do. And they're doing a great job. Very entertained in this match. Very entertained. Oh, elbow smash to Alexa Bliss. Okay, scoop from Bayley. Okay, Charlotte, you gonna push Bayley off. Okay, Charlotte with a nice scoop. Look like she's going for the figure 4. But Alexa Bliss, oh my gosh. Oh, Alexa. Whoa. Goodness sake. Okay, Bailey saved. Bailey saved. I thought that was it. Alexa Bliss hit that Sister Abigail on my girl Lyra. And now Charlotte with the big boot. Got a pretty good matchup going on right here. Alexa going to the high rent district. She's going to the top. Like she's going for the top rope. All right, Lyra done caught her. Oh, Lyra has caught her. Boom! Goodness sake. Yes, it is. Max says this women's tag match is actually pretty darn good. Yes, it is. Yeah, right now I have it at 2.8. It's going to be a 3 stars if it ends right now. It's really good. Hope it gets up to like a 3.5 or maybe even more, but it's the best match of the night. No ands, ands, and buts about that. I'm enjoying it. Okay, Bailey. Oh, gosh, Luthez press. And pretty much. We had 3, guys. A little bit ahead. 3.1. All right. Goodness sake. Goodness, what a boot. All right, figure 4 leg lock from Charlotte. What is Lyra doing? Oh, snap! Oh, God! What are they about to do? Goodness sake! Wow! I give this match 3.5 stars, guys. God, wow. That was nice. That was nice. That whole series right there at the end. Goodness sake. That was a really good match. Very good match. Great way to finish off Monday Night Raw. Goodness. I'm just going to give the show 2.5 stars, though, guys. It was, oh, my gosh. Oh, here come the Kabuki Warriors. This spoils it. This spoils it. Oh, this is horrible. This is awful. Come on. Wow. 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 This is outrageous, man. Man says 3-star match. Oh. It's the Kabuki Warriors. Yes, sir, man. God almighty. Yeah, that was a very good match. They really ruined it with that ending there. They really did. I mean, come on. Why did we need that? Why did we need that? You just had to put something, just had to put a little extra touch on it, didn't you? They just can't leave well enough alone. They just can't. They can't. They cannot do it. Wrestling today, they cannot leave well enough alone. They have got to add something into it. They have got to overproduce the segments. Can't afford the winner to be able to walk out of the ring with their hands raised, with their belts raised, or the belts around their waist with dignity and pride. You just can't let them do that, can you? Just gotta help. You gotta come out. Just y'all go out there and attack them. Makes no sense. Straight up, it don't make no sense. Wrestling could be so much better. So much better. And the stars, and when I say stars, the stars that's in wrestling today are stars just for this group of wrestling fans. It's just for the wrestling community. Believe me, 100%. These wrestlers are not stars outside of a group of wrestling fans. They're not. They're not big stars outside of that, but they could be. Wrestling could be something great. It could be something outstanding because the people are there. The talent is there. There's so much talent in wrestling today, not just from the male side, but from the women's side. And back in the day, we didn't have that. We did not have that. Hey, it took a while before we got a Medusa Miceli, who was actually Alundra Blaze in the WWF, but in WCW, Mid-Atlantic, she was Medusa Miceli. Great talent. We had Fabulous Moolah, we had a few other ones, George Grable and people like that, Wendy Richter, but we didn't have the female talent that we have today. But wrestling got a lot of people that can be huge stars, and I'm talking about household names outside of wrestling, just like we had back in the day. There was my man Scott Larson was talking about an indie wrestler that's on the independent scene. He was talking about an indie wrestler that's on the independent scene, a guy named Luke Fury, who's a very good wrestler. And I pretty much, I had to answer that. And pretty much told him, hey, man, I like Luke. I think he's an amazing talent. But then again, I've seen other people in the Carolinas and in Georgia just as good as he. And he's 18 years old. I've seen 18-year-olds, 18, 19-year-olds right on the same level as he is and maybe a little bit better. But it doesn't matter that these guys have a lot of talent if you don't have a promoter, you don't have a booker who knows how to book them and build them as stars. And that's one thing. That's the problem that we have in the World Wrestling Federation. The people that were stars before, they are the ones, the people that Vince McMahon made stars, or those guys became stars on the indie scene or whatever before they got to WWE. That's the stars that we have today, guys. They are not building stars. We pretty much getting stars that are recycled. I mean, Alexa Bliss, Charlotte Flair, they became stars doing Vince McMahon's WWE. Sheamus became a star doing Vince McMahon's WWE. Bayley became a star doing Vince McMahon's WWE. Now, Lyra Valkyrie doing Triple H's run. But Lyra Valkyrie is pretty much taking a back seat now. She's beginning to take a back seat. You got to be able to know how to keep the momentum going. If you're a booker, you're a promoter, you got to be able to know how to keep wrestlers in the spotlight. I remember when Ricky Steamboat first came up, and Ricky Steamboat came in and they had him beat Ric Flair for the Mid-Atlantic Television Championship back in the day, which became the WCW World TV Championship. That thing has history. And Ricky Steamboat, they just kept him going, just dominate. Tommy Rich, when Tommy Rich was trying to come up, and he was teaming up with Tony Atlas as TNT, and Tommy Rich was trying to come up solo and become somebody. And they had him going up against Abdullah the Butcher week in and week out. He couldn't take out Abdullah the Butcher. Finally beat Abdullah the Butcher. Then after that, they had him beating people like Mass Superstar, pretty much beating Stan Hansen, Ole Anderson, beating people like that. They kept him on a run. That's what you got to do with people, with wrestlers today. You have got to know how to put them in matches and get these guys on the streak and have them go down a route to where they hardly ever are losing on TV if you want to build stars. But it seemed like that's a lost art today, and it's sad. It really is, because a lot of these guys, they're not getting what they deserve. LA Knight is not getting what he deserved. LA Knight is pretty much, he's a star for weeks, and then we see what happened this week with Bron Breakker taking him out like that. And you know what? Bron Breakker can afford to pretty much lose here and there, or pretty much just be mediocre. He can afford that. LA Knight can't afford that. You can't do that with LA Knight. Bron Breakker is one of these guys, man, that's just a powerhouse who you can rebuild. Anytime you decide to rebuild this guy, you can do that with him. LA Knight, no. LA Knight has got to continue to convince people to go out there and say, yeah. So I just don't know, man. But hey, I appreciate everybody coming in, rocking with the Straight Up Wrestling Show. If you're over on Facebook, hit that like, share, join. You're here on YouTube or on Twitch, like, share, tweet, and retweet, and follow the Straight Up Wrestling Show. And if you catch us on X, guys, formerly known as Twitter, you hit that like, share, tweet, and retweet, and follow the Straight Up Wrestling Show. I appreciate everybody coming in, rocking with me tonight. But guys, I'm definitely gonna have to get out of here. Agent Knight, my man, Agent Knight Fire, Magnum says, look like WWE is going towards a youth movement. They definitely, I think they are, Mag. They definitely got to go that direction right now, because NXT, I think NXT want them to go in that direction because they just, I think they're ticked off, and I do think they're trying to get away from that old guard. But one thing about it, you could go in a youth direction all you want. And I've seen those new 5 or 6 recruits that they got that came out of, that just coming out of college or whatever. You can do that all you want, but if you do not know how to build them into superstars, and which I'm not convinced that they know how to build a superstar. I'm not convinced at all. Not convinced at all. They're not going anywhere with this. And I know they got to try. I know that, because like I said, all these past superstars that's there now, even Finn Balor, even if you go with Finn Balor, AJ Styles. But AJ Styles did, he was a star in the Indies before he came up. But all these guys was built up and, built up to what they became, major superstars in the world wrestling, in world wrestling entertainment when Vince was there. And so they have got to form their own niche. And if they can't do it, they are done. They are done. And then when we look over to AEW, the new kids on the block, Tony Khan. Tony, he has guys who could be huge stars, but make no mistake about it, those stars that he have there are stars just in that small little AEW little crowd there. That's all it is to it. And one funny thing that, who was that said, was it Tony Khan? Yeah, Tony Khan was saying Jon Moxley reminds people of Harley Race. And he was comparing Jon Moxley to Harley Race. That is the most ridiculous thing that I've heard in my, man, I just, wow. I just said, wow. Could Jon Moxley be that? Maybe so. But in the current situation that's going on over there and the way he wrestles and all that, no. He's not no Harley Race. Adam, what is his name, man? The Cowboy. Adam Page. They want to compare him to Stone Cold Steve Austin. He's no Stone Cold Steve Austin. But these guys could be something, man. They could be great. They can carve out their own niche. But like I say, trying to do it on your own without having that promoter having your back, and the promoter to have your back is not that they don't have their back. It's just that they don't have the right people writing storylines for these guys or putting them in the right matchups to make them famous, to make them big or whatever. Because no wrestler that I remember made it out there and was able to sustain popularity or become real popular and stay popular without having a nemesis. You know, somebody to oppose them, people to oppose them that gave them a run for their money, made them earn it, made them earn that superstar status. And that's one thing WWE has to give us. But I appreciate everybody coming in. Guys, you have a great evening, and I will see you guys a little bit later. Stay straight up. Peace.